What's up, guys? Daniel Elias fishing. Welcome back to the channel. I put this fish in a live well for a few minutes for the sun to come up. I don't know if I caught it on camera or not. If I did, you'll see it. If not, you'll see the fish. But caught this one as the sun was still super low. It was pretty dark still. Caught it on a chatterbait, black and blue vibrating jig with a power stinger trailer. Black and blue one as well. No moon out. But yeah, started out the day really good, man. Sharp teeth on this fish, like crazy sharp teeth. I don't know if you can see them, but definitely eating shad. Let's see if we can get some more like this one, maybe even a little bit bigger. We'll see. See you, man. Thanks. All right. Come on. All right, guys, I don't know if you can see that. That's the first one. I'll stick them in a live well for about 10 minutes so the sun comes up so you can see it. But pretty good fish. Good way to start. That's a 10. That's a 10. That is definitely a 10-pounder. Oh, yep. Sure is. God, I don't think I can flip him. I'm going to try. That's insanity. That fish is probably 10. Wow. Yeah, it's a big one. Oh, man. We'll put him on the scale real quick. It's a beat up fish, man. Big old meathead. I'm a little off. 8.15. I got a little excited, but 8-pounder. Man, he's a beat up fish. Look at those. Golly, look at his fins. Just beat. All right, guys. So, first one out of the grass today. We'll let him go. Thanks, bud. First one out of the grass. Got a little excited when I saw that one. I thought it was a 10 when I first saw him flash. It was 8, but still a good fish. Just a football, dense. Man, hopefully we can keep getting it done. But yeah, that was pretty fun. Chill out for just a second. So guys, let me talk a little bit about what just happened. I want to talk about it, but so I've been fishing some grass the last couple of weeks and haven't had a ton of luck. The fish that I have been catching out of the grass, the bite is real soft, right? It's just mushy. They're not super aggressive, and I haven't caught many. That last fish that I caught was literally like the stuff that dreams are made of. It's what keeps you up at night when you start dreaming about getting a flip bite. It was like a little baby gorilla was down there and just grabbed that bait and wanted to run off with it. It was aggressive. Anyways, I fished down the grass mat. I turned around, came back, flipped in almost the identical, almost the exact same spot that I caught that fish. I was maybe only about 2 or 3 feet away and I got another bite. Missed it, but it was just as aggressive. So I'm hoping that those fish are really starting to turn on. The days that I've come out here, I haven't had the conditions to really flip. But when you look today, it's just bluebird skies. It's calm, sunny, and it could turn out to be a good day. They're not in the grass like they used to be in years past, for sure, but there's still a couple here and there. So I'm going to flip back in that spot, and hopefully that fish bites. We'll see. And real quick, I'm going to give you an idea what this grass looks like. I'll pop this up real fast. I'll take you over here and show you what I'm fishing. So this is the kind of stuff that I'm just getting the bait down and through. Got that one. Man, he throttled it too. That wasn't a light bite. I mean, he hit it hard. So, man, look how fat that fish is. It's crazy. Good little fish. Healthy one. Thanks, bud. Sharp teeth again. That pit boss getting it done. Big one. Holy cow, that's a good one. No. Ooh. No. Whew. Fat boy. Another one on that pit boss, man. Whew. Fat fish, just healthy, fat fish. It's pretty awesome. Golly. So it's interesting, the last few times I've been here, the grass has looked really good. But I haven't been able to catch but just a couple of fish out of it over multiple trips, probably 4 trips. This is the first trip that I've been able to get some out of the grass. And what's encouraging is, like I said earlier, they are hammering it. You know, that fish was not messing around. It literally feels like a little baby gorilla down there, just, you know, ripping on your bait. It's just really cool. So I love those bites, man. This is probably my favorite way to fish ever. I just don't get to do it very often because it doesn't happen that much. So hopefully it's not over. Keep catching some. I broke one of my 711 Fantasista rods, my 711 heavy, and I had to dig in the garage and pull out this old Villain. It's an 8-foot heavy Abu Garcia Villain rod, super old. It's heavier than the Fantasista, but still works pretty good. Fanasista's rigged up with a little lighter weight, so I've been throwing a heavier weight when the grass is really thick, and then when the grass isn't quite as thick, or I'm doing a little more flipping, I lighten the weight, and I've been using it on that Fantasista because it's a little lighter rod. It's easier to manage. So hopefully we'll go catch a couple more for you. Oh my God, that's a giant. That's the biggest bass I've hooked in years. No, 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 no. Stay out of there. I got him hooked in the bottom lip too. No, 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 don't turn that way. Oh, not in the bottom lip. Oh my goodness. Holy cow. Underneath the bottom lip, man. Look at where he's hooked. That's crazy. How about that for a fish? Heck yeah, man. Hammered it too. Holy cow, I love when they do that. Wow. Yep, that's a big boy. Jeez, man. Let's get a weight on this guy. $9.46. Not the biggest bass I've hooked in years, but still, 9.5 pounds, pretty good. Oh, what's that? Is that a bite? There we go. Got that one. That pit boss, man, strikes again. All right, one more. Hammered it too. Come on. Woo! Losing my glasses. Get this one. Come on. Nice. No, 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 no. Hammered it. Chill. Got him. There we go. Another one. Man, that's a deep, really deep grass, like super deep. But seems like, man, they're out in that. That's probably 15 feet deep right there where I caught that one. But pretty cool. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for the day, man. Fun day. Caught a couple of really big fish, which was awesome. Really enjoyed that. I love wrestling fish at a heavy cover. It's just like the most fun thing to do ever for me. A lot of people think that sight fishing is my favorite thing. I enjoy it, but not as much as I enjoy flipping and wrestling big bass from heavy cover. It's just awesome. So today I want to talk a little bit about my setup. I'm going to show you kind of what I was using, how we were getting it done. I was alternating weights between a 1.5 ounce weight and a 1 ounce weight. You know, 1.5 I probably used most of the time, but used a punch stop up here, a 1.5 ounce weight, a punch skirt, and then a pit boss, right? And honestly, I don't think the color really mattered because this is Skeet's Green Money, I believe, but I also caught them on Green Pumpkin. I had Green Pumpkin Red on there. There was another color I think I caught one on. I don't think they really care when you get it down where they're at. They're gonna eat it, right? It's hard for them to see the color down there. It's kind of dark and all that vegetation. So I don't think color is that important. But 65-pound braid, and this part is important. So on the braid, you want a rough braid.
A really smooth braid is not ideal for grass and vegetation. You know, a smooth braid is good in wood. Like a Berkeley X9 braid is pretty good in wood because it doesn't cut into the wood, it kind of comes over. But I was using Berkeley X5 braid. It's a 5 carrier braid. It's a much rougher braid, so think of that roughness as like a saw. And when you set the hook, it saws through the grass. So if you notice, like when I set the hook, I got every fish out today because it literally will saw a line right through that stuff, and you can pull most fish out of there, where if you use a smooth braid, it's not going to do that. So that's really, really important. Heavy rod, right? This is a 711 extra heavy Fantasista X. It's got tons of backbone. It's a super light rod, so you don't get wore out. I broke one of them, and I was using an old Abu Garcia Villain for a while too, but this one has a nice kind of moderately soft tip, but tons and tons of backbone. Now this is the biggest key, is the reel. And I'm gonna preach on this one real quick. So the one I was using was an Abu Garcia Revo STX, but specifically it's the 8-to-1 gear ratio model. Now, why is that important? I think it's 8-1-to-1. Yeah, 8-1-to-1 gear ratio. You want a high-speed reel in order to get in and out of those mats quickly, and to get fish out. Now, a lot of people have asked me, you know, do you flip with the Revo Rocket, you know, the red one? And I generally do not. I love that reel for certain applications, top water specifically, but I do not prefer it when I flip, and this is why. The higher the gear ratio, the less torque you can generate, or the less power the reel has. And when you need to get fish out of that grass, I want power behind the reel. So if you used, let's say, like a Revo winch at a 5-6-to-1, or just a standard like 6-6-to-1, you would actually have more power in the reel, but you trade not picking up enough line, right? You want to be able to pick up a lot of line while still having the power. The Revo Rocket picks up a lot of line, but doesn't have the same power when you go to an 8-to-1 gear ratio reel, which is why I prefer the 8-1-to-1 Revo STX. Now here's the other part. This handle is long. This newer model that I think I've been using now for about 1.5 years, it came out with a longer handle. That longer handle really helps give you more torque and more power. And they did the same thing in the Revo Rocket, so makes it easier. But still, I prefer this. And this reel is absolutely bulletproof. Revo STX, this is my favorite flipping reel. I also love throwing frogs on it, buzz baits, that sort of thing. You know, when I really like the Rocket when I'm throwing like things like walking baits and poppers, where I don't want to turn the handle quite as much. But try that out. I'll tell you what, I'll link this reel down in the description. So if you're looking to buy one, you can click that link, takes you to the Abu Garcia page, and you can purchase it right there, which actually really helps me out. But hopefully you enjoyed this video. Appreciate you sticking with me, and we'll see you on the next one.